All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Now, I just want to get this lesson out and read this right here, for this is the reality of the world we are currently living in right now. It says right here, Toronto's minimum wage would have to hit $40 an hour for workers to be able to afford it to live here, according to a new report. Right? Now, I don't know what that new report is, but that just shows you things are becoming very expensive. Who in the world do you know makes $40 an hour? Who in the world do you know makes $40 an hour? Who in the world do you know makes 39, 38, $35 an hour? Right? If we do 40 times 8, let's do your typical work week, right? Times 5, right? Times 4, times 12. That's around $80,000. That's around $76,800 a year, right? Gross. This isn't talking about taxes. Taxes will probably put you around, I don't know, but net pay is terrible. But $40 an hour, man, and that's just to be able to afford to live here. So that's the amount you, according to this new report, it's a screenshot. I didn't look up the link, but this is the reality of the world we're coming in. This is just what you would need to be able to afford to live in Toronto. Basically, just starting to get your feet in the water. You know what I mean? $76,000 is a lot, man. You know, tragic. As it says in the caption, it's very tragic. America is becoming unaffordable to live. It says right here in Revelation chapter 6, verse 6. We're gonna get the KJV version out. Let's get the New King James version. It says right here, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four living beings say, a measure of wheat for a penny and 3 pennies of barley for a penny. You see, thou hurt not the oil and wine. Right. There is scripture I want to get out though. Here we go. Oh, yep, there you go. So it says, yeah, 3 measures of barley for a penny, right? So what does it mean by 3 measures of barley for a penny? Well, let's go to the NLT and check what that means. This is the great thing about other translations. A loaf of wheat or bread, loaves of barley will cost a day's pay. So that's what it means when it says, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. Basically, this basically a whole works a day will basically cost you food shopping. You know what I mean? That's the times we're about to come into, you know what I mean? Because, right now, the Lord put us in different positions. But Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is helping us get through. However, we can't ignore the inflation. Um, $15 an hour just isn't gonna cut it no more. You know what I mean? Rent costs too much. You know. Um, you talk about food that's on an increase. Talk about wanting to do things for fun. No one can afford America no more. And I was watching videos on Toronto where the prices in Toronto are horrible. You know what I mean? What's the rent in Toronto? Let's see, rent in Toronto. Let's just check it out. Wow, look at that. Right? How about here? Sheesh, man. Let's check the let's just check one bedroom, right? One bathroom. Boom. Apply, right? Do you see that? For one bedroom and one bathroom, man. You know what I mean? This right here. For one bedroom and one bathroom. Look at this. Insane. Who in the world can pay this out of pocket? You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong, these apartments do look quite nice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how Toronto really be. I just know it's very expensive. But let's see. Market average market rent. A one bedroom apartment costs flipping $1,538, right? And whenever it says the average market rent, I always usually like to say that's on the low end. So it's probably closer to around $2,000, really. So honestly, man, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai just needs to destroy this place. Yahweh Shai needs to come back and set his kingdom up because right now, people can't even pay their rent nowadays. People can barely feed themselves nowadays. People can barely go outside nowadays. Darnder people darnder gotta choose nowadays between eating or paying rent. And it's really bad, the inflation is really outpricing. I'm starting to get to just $40 an hour, right? Back then, if you were making $40 an hour, probably around 10, 20 years ago, 2000, let's say early 2000, you're probably considered, upper middle class. $40 an hour is pretty dang good. Now, from upper middle class or from middle class, you'll be considered uh, poor by making $40 an hour. Or you'll be on the lower class, right? Sheesh, man. I'm telling you. It's wicked, man. Wicked world out here. Slack, yeah. It's a wicked system. It's a evil E just needs to go, man. Alright. This is why I say, brethren, don't be striving to be famous in this system. Don't be striving to try to make six figures a year in this system, okay? Don't be striving to don't I I'll get a scripture. This this is why we have the word of the Lord. Salakia, brother. Right? Let's go to Proverbs chapter 30, verse 7 to 9. Salakia. Proverbs chapter 30, verse 7 to 9. And then he prayed, God, I'm asking for two things before I die. Don't refuse me. Banish lies from my lips and lies from my presence. Alright? Give me enough food to live on, neither too much nor too little. If I'm too full, I might get independent, saying, God, who needs him? If I'm poor, I might steal and dishonor the name of my God. Right. As a matter of fact, let's get the KJV version out too. Oh. Let's look at the Alright, Proverbs chapter 30, verse 9. Lest I be full and deny thee. Basically, backtrack to the last scripture. It says, Proverbs chapter 30, verse 8, remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Perfect. right? Feed me with food convenient for me, right? So, brethren, according to Proverbs chapter 30, verse 8, you know, we ask the Lord that He gives us neither poverty nor riches, but to feed us with food that's convenient for us, because we we don't want to be rich to the point where we forget about the Lord and start getting lukewarm or cold. And we don't want to be in poverty to the point where we can't serve the Lord and we're only thinking about what can fit in our stomach or our belly. You know what I mean? Truly, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is the one that keeps us. And also we do gotta work, because man that don't work don't eat, right? But we ask the Lord, like, even though we ask the Lord, even though we are working, for to remove far from me vanity and lies, and give me neither poverty nor riches, feed me with food convenient for me, right, brethren? So just don't focus on trying to make six figures a year, okay? Don't. Or if you're fed, you're good, you're able to serve the Lord, you have time to serve the Lord. That's what matters. What matters in this society is Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. He's truly the only one that matters, alright? He matters more than your woman. He matters more than your family, your mom, your dad, your cousins, your sisters, aunties, your uncles, alright? Your children, you name it. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is above all of that, okay? He's what's important. Just focus on him, alright? Because trying to make six figures a year, $100,000 a year, before you know it, Esau will even make $100,000 a year not seem much. He's already trying to make it seem like that now. So, hope this lesson was very, very edifying to the hopeful elect. Hope this lesson was edifying to the elect. And all praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.